Get into my model, y'all. She's so pretty, doing her own little thing over here. But y'all, it's your girl Crystal Lorenze back with another Weavejunky video. And today we'll be doing a lace closure wig install. Okay, my model Kanae, she actually had this red long wig that she's had for years, that she told me, if I can remember correctly. But you know, I wanted to do a little look on her. She said she had this wig just sitting in her closet, so I told her, you know, let me see it and let me try to revamp it, and yeah, let's see what it gives. But okay, y'all, so here, as y'all can see, I'm just detangling. My girl has a head full of hair, okay? Like, I'm low-key jealous because what? Like, you don't even need weave, girl. Honestly, like, everybody that's seen the little, you know, reel that I did always asked if this part was the weave, but I was like, no, it's her real hair. But yeah, so anyways, I love the hair, but I'm going to section this off into 3 and to detangle. This is just so I can isolate. Her hair wasn't really that thick, but you know, I just had to make sure before I blow dry her hair, it's, you know, detangled enough. So as you can see, I'm just blow drying it now. Her hair is so full, y'all cannot get over that. But okay, real quick, y'all see the switch. It's given very much laid foundation braids. I know, like, y'all, I don't even play when it comes to my foundation braids. All that hair, and we were able to make these braids flat, okay? Real flat. Okay, that's the Weavejunky braiding. Real flat, girl. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and just secure all the loose ends of the cornrows that I did. Just sew it back up. I really didn't show you guys my braiding pattern for my wig installs. I think maybe I'll do a video on that next or soon, or maybe the next video I do any wig on. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit more of how I tuck and how I get it as flat as possible. Alright, y'all, so I'm done the foundation braids, and now I'm just gonna clean up some of the edges. As you can see, she has a lot of makeup on, so you know, I just wanted to make sure before I secure the edges that, you know, all the oils were gone as much as possible. I didn't wipe so much off because, you know, her makeup looked bomb. But alright, y'all, I'm gonna go in with my Got To Be glue. And this I'm going to put right at the tip of her edges so I can secure them. We're only doing the closure, but nevertheless, you know, she might switch up what size she wants it on. So I'm just going to go ahead and put Got To Be glue on all of it, and just to make sure that the edges are secure no matter what we decide to do. And I do this process because you want a layer underneath the glue. I feel like at all times, I feel like it's really crazy to just put that, you know, ghost bond or any lace front bonding glue directly to your real hair. I feel like that will automatically, it's too strong for your real hair. Like, it's going to pull it out. So I like to just have something to secure it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in, and then I like to make sure it's not too gunky and it's spread out. So I like to comb it in, and then this just helps for the little hairs I couldn't get to kind of fall into place where I need it. And this is literally how it dries. Like, when I comb it back, you know, it usually dries exactly kind of how I combed it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it just protects the edges, if you ask me, and makes it a little bit easier when you're taking it off. So my client's under the dryer now. I'm going to show you guys the wig. I had, you know, cleaned off all the glue, washed it, deep conditioned it. I think I did have to bleach it one more time. It really was kind of bleached a little bit, but I just, like, makeup and everything was on it, and it wasn't coming out when I washed it, so I just bleached it just to rejuvenate it. And y'all, I did not make this wig, so You know, it's only but so much I can do. I'm going to give that disclaimer now. It's only but so much I can do. I did not make this wig. But yeah, I should be able to, you know, make it look like something, make it do what it do. Alright, y'all, one of my favorite products is the Root Touch Up by Tashay. I think that's how you say it. I went ahead with brown. I have like two colors of it, the mocha and the brown, just for, you know, different skin tones. And when I can't find the right skin tone, y'all, I just use makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little bit on the lace closure. And as you can see, my spraying is not directly on the lace front. I kind of like, you know, kept some distance between the spraying and the lace front, just so that it's not so potent. And you don't ever want to put too much initially, because you want to be able to, you know, play around and see how much you need. If you need it darker, if it's good just the way it is. And you know, you never want to oversaturate it, or you're gonna have to go back, kind of wash it all out and start over as far as, you know, that process. Blow drying it helps to make sure that, you know, it doesn't bleed, and that, you know, that spray stays intact and in place. I don't want it to mix with the glue that I'm going to put on and like kind of just make it gooey. It just does something weird if it's not completely dry. So I just try to blow dry it a little bit. So I'm gonna go on to try and fit the wig on her head. This is my first time fitting on her head, y'all. Got her to help me hold it. And y'all, lace closures are not my favorite, only because you can only do so much with it. Like when I'm wearing it, I don't mind, but when I'm doing it with clients, I don't know, I don't mind it to, you know, I don't mind it as a service at all. But you know, on the list of styles I like to do, closures, I just don't know, like it's easy as far as time wise, it's a little, you know, easy money, but I don't really like it because you just can't do as much like with the edges and stuff like that. You kind of just only have that lace to play with. So I guess it's preference, but this fire red is given, so I'm all for it. Alright, y'all, so here I've kind of fitted it on. It's on her head where I want it to be. So I am going to isolate it with a pin, because I like to make sure that the wig is where exactly it needs to be. I'm not taking it off after I do that. So, you know, while I put the glue on, the wig can sit there and wait for me. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead with a couple drops of my Ghost Bond, and I don't know why I did not show that in the picture, but yeah, it's just Ghost Bond. I'm gonna put the specific name in the bio, but I'm gonna go ahead and do about 2 layers. I think I did 2 or 3. I'm gonna watch it and see. But some people might ask why I'm not using a wig cap. And honestly, you know, this is a model, and not to say I don't use wig caps with models, but she's only having it on for about a couple days, honestly. And I honestly am not too fond of using wig caps when I'm doing closures, just because, I don't know, it just kind of seems unnecessary to me. I feel like, you know, wig caps are more usable when I'm doing a full lace front and I'm really trying to blend and make sure the scalp, you know, all that extra stuff, everything I want to do with this closure, I can kind of manipulate, you know, with certain products. And I just feel like having a whole wig cap on with the little closure is just unnecessary. So I'm going to go and kind of show you guys how I spread it out. This was a bigger, I think this closure was like a 5 by 6, if I'm not mistaken. It was pretty big. It wasn't like too crazy. It was definitely wide. I don't really know the length of it, but the width was pretty good. And, you know, I just let that air dry. I don't use a blow dryer. I just let it air dry, because I feel like when you blow dry it, it kind of tricks the process. At least when it air dries, I know for sure it's dry. Make sure you guys isolate, because if it gets stuck too soon, you know, it can get messy. Alright, y'all, so I did not show the other versions. I didn't show the other layers that I did, but now I'm going to go ahead and place the closure on, on top of the glue. I'm going to kind of, angle this camera a little bit better so you guys can see. And at this point, the glue is tacky. It's not too sticky, but it's tacky enough for me to kind of place the lace. I use the comb to press in because I notice when I use my fingers, it's just so messy. And that, that Ghost Bond, if you've ever used Ghost Bond glue, it is really, really sticky. And I've been working with products all day. I rather use a tool that'll help, the stickiness of the glue. So, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of part it while I'm already here. And I'm going to just blow dry a little bit. I like to kind of blow dry a little bit to start kind of get the process started. I let it sit for a little while. And then I am going to go ahead and isolate the back of her hair so we can go ahead and tie it. And as y'all can see, I am using my Weavejunky headband. Now with my headbands, I noticed that they are a little bit too long. It's weird because it works for me, but at the same time, it's a little bit too big. And sometimes by the time I wrap it the second time, my clients say it's a little too tight. Some people say it's okay. I guess it depends on your head size. But I'm going to ask my manufacturer to make them a little bit smaller, so I only have to wrap them once. But I'm going to go ahead and secure the front. I'm going to start blow drying. Usually I put them right under the dryer, but her hair was still wet and I just wanted to start up the blow drying process so that by the time she gets out of the dryer, it's fully dry. So she's out of the dryer. Hair is fully dry, so I'm going to start styling. We're doing our right side side part, and I'm just going to start isolating and styling. Kind of giving myself an idea of how I want it to look. But I'm going to go ahead and flat iron it with my Hot Tools flat iron. And y'all, this flat iron, I can't believe it took me so long to find this flat iron, y'all. I was in Ulta one day taking my time looking through all the little, descriptions of each flat iron. And then I chose this. Best decision ever. Alright, y'all see how straight it came out. Definitely gave bone straight. I'm going to go ahead right now and layer it really slightly. You know, I didn't want to cut it too much because I don't know, you know, what she might want to do with this wig later. So I'm not going to overly cut it, but I definitely want it to be layered and, you know, the curls to look a certain way. So I am going to, just cut a little bit. Pretty much just towards the front. In the back, you know, if you just want to even it out, then, yeah, you could just, you know, slightly cut that. But, you know, I didn't really have to do that. I was just kind of focused on the front. Alright, y'all, so as you can see, I'm about to add some makeup to kind of blend this closure out a little bit. It's a little dark, as you can see. So I'm going to use an eyebrow brush to kind of feather it in. I noticed that this works better than maybe using a makeup brush when I'm just kind of, you know, wanting to slightly blend the closures. And as y'all can see, the difference is definitely more blended than it just was a couple seconds ago. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the baby hairs, but I'm going to slick it back because that's kind of like the look I'm going for. I want that side to be behind her ear. And y'all know this is where I kind of dislike the closures because I can't really do as much with it. But, you know, just took out some baby hairs. And I did end up eventually going in with like a little, you know, flat iron to just curl the baby edges. But initially I just kind of, you know, winged it with the gel. I don't know why I did that, but still kind of gave me what I wanted, so I wasn't really tripping. And y'all, that hot comb comes in so handy. I just bought that off of Amazon. It was about like $20. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to start curling, and I'm using the hot tools because right before I was doing this video, my curling iron broke, so I just kind of had to wing it. It kind of gave me the same look anyway. As y'all can see, the curls are still curling. So, yeah. And y'all, this red is so fire, like literally. Alright, y'all, so I'm done curling. I'm just going to style, you know, fix up any curls that need to be curled. You know, this is where I pulled out my little, you know, flat iron to kind of give the edges, you know, a little bit of a bump. Don't judge that one curl on her head. I wasn't done with it. The wig is coming together from what we started with, and I'm loving it. So yeah, this is pretty much the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to comment with any questions, any advice, any tricks, you know. And don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in for the next look.